Hello, welcome back to Lady Love Said Reads. My name is Jessica and this is day 6 of the 12 Days of Bookmas. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you cozy mystery series that I read this year and recommend. If I look haggard today, it's because it's late at night on a Monday. I work in education. We're almost to winter break. I don't know if you know this, but when we get close to winter break, the students go a little bananas. As I do these 12 Days of Bookmas videos, I'm trying to not overlap my book recommendations so that in each video there's different books. Because I easily could have put something from a series video I'm going to do. I could have easily put on this list. I could have easily put something from my new releases on my thriller video, right? So I'm trying to make sure I've got enough books read. I've read 130 books this year. So I'm trying to make sure these lists don't overlap. I have 5 cozy series to talk to you about, so let's dive right in. First, The Emergency Dessert Squad by Laura Bradford. I read this with my friend Mr. Francy over at the Sparkle Cafe, and his channel, well, the Sparkle Cafe is his Discord. His channel is Mr. Francy Reads, and we did this as like a co-production read-along between the two of us and both of our Discords. And this is a cozy mystery trilogy. It's about a woman who is a baker and loses her job in the bakery, and her friend dies and she inherits her friend's antique ambulance. She then retrofits the ambulance to be a mobile bakery and calls her bakery the Emergency Dessert Squad. So there's 3 books in this, and I read all 3 this year as part of our trilogy along, and I really enjoyed this series. I loved the characters. I thought the mysteries were really fun and interesting. This was a series that I feel like I liked a little less with each book. Like, I think my favorite book in the series is book 1, but there were different elements that I loved about all 3 of the books. Like, none of the books were a complete miss either. You know, I enjoyed all 3 of them. So that would be one series I'd recommend. Next, Secret Agent Granny by Harper Lynn. This is a series about a retired CIA agent, and she moves to a town to live with her son and grandson. And because she's ex-CIA, she's able to pick up on all these things that other people might not pick up on and start solving crimes. It's hilarious. This one makes me laugh out loud every single book, and like, there's some very funny quotable moments in Secret Agent Granny. Montgomery BonBon by Alisdair Beckett-Smith. This is actually a middle grade series. So this is about a young girl who likes to solve mysteries. Her name is Bonnie, but her parents think that solving mysteries is a very dangerous activity for a child, which it is, of course. Her grandfather, though, is an enabler. So she disguises herself as a male detective, and like this French male detective with like a fake mustache and everything, and his pseudonym is Monsieur BonBon, or Montgomery BonBon, and her grandpa helps her with the investigations as Montgomery BonBon's assistant. I thought it was so cute, and the mysteries was pretty fun too. Evenfall Witches B&B series by Auralee Wallace. There's only 2 books in this series, which is a tragedy. It is so whimsical. It's about these aunts who run a bed and breakfast, and their niece lives with them, as well as their brother who lives in the attic, who's kind of an agoraphobic. But they're all witches and they all have magical powers. And one of them can see ghosts, which makes investigating murders and crimes really interesting. The whimsy in this is top tier. The cozy vibes in this is top tier. This is like if you took The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, that TV show on Netflix, and made it into a cozy mystery. That's what this series is. And I do think that the author is inspired by that show, because some of the character names in the book are the same as the character names in the show. So I think there's some inspiration drawn from that. I love it. I wish there was more books in the series. I was shocked that the series got cut by the publisher, because it's actually really popular even by non-cozy readers. So, you know, Okay, and last, The Writer's Apprentice by Julia Buckley. I read all of this series except for the very last one, which is only available on ebook. So this is about a woman who is a writer, and her absolute favorite writer on earth contacts her to work with her and be like a ghostwriter with her on her next novel. And so she ends up going and living with this writer. The writer's name's Camilla, and the main character's name is Lena. And she goes and she lives with Camilla, and then things start happening in town, as they always do in a cozy. It's set in Blue Lake, Indiana, so it's a Midwestern cozy, and it has nice gothic vibes. So they live in this like old Victorian mansion, and Camilla writes really gothic stories, and so sometimes there's little snippets of her books throughout that create some cool gothic vibes. There are also a couple of animal companions in this that are really cute and sweet throughout the story, and of course some love interests and all of that. I like this series because I really like Julia Buckley's writing. Like, her writing is so lovely, and everything else is nice too. I think that, but the standout for me is the gothic vibes in her writing style. All right, those are some cozy mysteries that I read this year in 2025 and recommend. What do you recommend I try in 2026? What were some of your favorite cozies in the year 2025? If you are enjoying my content, make sure to hit like, subscribe to the channel. If you're feeling really at home here, join the Discord. Everything is linked down below. Please send me some energy to get through the rest of this semester before winter break. And if you just want to leave me an emoji to let me know that you're here, go ahead and leave me the spyglass emoji. And until next time, make sure that you continue to read good books, drink good coffee, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye!